Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Game Gear. And we are now inside the jungle. And this is very catchy music. And the music actually really fits too because it sounds like we're inside the jungle. This sounds like jungle-themed music. And that's one thing about the Game Gear games, even they have great music. Even those games have great music. These logs will go down the waterfall, and some of them— oh, come on! What the heck happened? Okay, let's try that again. But first I'm gonna try to get this one up here. You won't see me die as much in this game because it's pretty easy. This is a really easy game. I mean, it's easier than the original game. Not as challenging, but the second game, and I'm talking about the Game Gear version of the second game, is super hard. One of the hardest Sonic games ever created. And I can tell you that right now, that's coming up after this one. Just saying. Okay. Go down here, and you want to head over here. Make sure you land on this log, otherwise you're dead. And I wanted to pause the game for a second because it's so cool how the waterfalls are the water and the currents are still going, but the game is actually paused. I just wanted to point that out and show that before I continued. The rings also do this. I think it's every Game Gear Sonic game that does this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, roll down here and make it up here. Hope that you make it up here. If not, that's too bad. It's actually pretty easy to land on these logs, even though it doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, I was explaining the finish panels, or the goal panels, or signs, I guess. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. But every time you touch them, it's either— well, it just depends. If you have 10 to 90 rings, then you can add an additional 10 rings. So if you have 90, you can sneak a 1-up in there. There's also this very, very rare occasion where you actually get a 1-up. And when you get a 1-up, that's when Sonic comes. But that's very, very rare. I don't know what triggers that. My guess is that it's luck. If you get 50 rings, then you do get to go to the special stage, of course. 50 or more rings. And if it's none of them, if it's none of these things, then Eggman appears, which means you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Jungle Act 2 is pretty much get to the top kind of stage. I did not mean to fall down. Make sure you don't fall, otherwise you might land on some spikes. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, and that's another thing. When you get hit and you have rings, you can't even recover them. You can't recover a single ring that you drop. And when you don't even drop rings, you drop one ring that you can't recover. The ring system's kind of messed up. Okay, Jungle Zone Act 3. I don't like the boss of Jungle because, well, you'll see what I mean. It's one of my least favorite bosses, probably my least favorite boss, period. Other than Zone 4, which we'll get to. Robotnik drops some iron ball that kills you, and I'm making this look very easy because I'm doing my best to dodge the ball while attacking Robotnik. And what I hate the most about this boss is that when Robotnik drops a ball and you defeat him in the process, the ball is still there, which means if you get hit, even if you beat the boss, it's over. You have to start over, and that's a real pain. I'd rather not deal with that boss again. I mean, when I first played that boss, I had a hard time. A really hard time. Anyway, we are now in Labyrinth Zone. Remember this? I sure do. Oh, wrong way. You don't even get a suspenseful sound when you're drowning. You don't get that suspenseful music, which actually isn't very cool. It's not as fun when you don't have that music. Most of the Game Gear games don't even have that music when you're drowning. And none of the Game Gear games are even part of the mainstream of Sonic games. But heck, I'm still playing them anyway. Because they're still really fun. I'm not sure which is slower. Either is Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, or is this game where the water is just slow or slower. I don't know. But one thing that I do like is how the controls are very, very, very nice. The controls are really, really good. I mean, this game is really not hard to play. I'm just gonna get out of here. I don't really care about the special stages anymore. Okay, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting that, but I will take it. As long as I can get out of that. By now, I already have enough 1-ups as it is. I already have enough lives. Now to go on to Labyrinth Zone Act 2. Okay, for some reason when you jump up there, you just fly. You just fly. And I'll be honest with you, that's my first time trying to jump up there. And didn't turn out so well. Oh well. Okay, I'm actually running out of breath. I did not know that that area was leading to a 1-up. Another 1-up. This game is very generous with 1-ups. So generous with lives. Oh man. I thought I was actually going to land those spikes, but I didn't. Oh, and I hate those statues. I hate those statues. I didn't like them the first time, and I still don't like them. I never will like them. Oh, watch this. Can you believe that? When you jump, that enemy jumps. And that's very annoying. I mean, what if it's just one of those very stupid regular jumps? That wasn't supposed to happen. I hate these things. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, you thought I would do something stupid as get hit by that? Okay, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the level. We just got ourselves a Chaos Emerald with the same color as usual. Oh, I didn't even get 10 rings. That sucks. Now, we are about to fight the boss of Labyrinth Zone, which is actually kind of strange. Sonic can breathe underwater for however long he wants. The boss patterns aren't that bad. Robotnik, will launch missiles or typhoons or whatever. Or torpedoes, whatever they are. I'm pretty sure they're torpedoes, since it's underwater. And you have to watch out for the torpedoes. I jumped because I wanted to go ahead and move so I don't get hit by it. When he's at the top, he'll shoot the torpedoes, and when he's at the bottom, he will shoot these arc shots. And that's pretty much it. If you just do like I did, you'll beat the boss. And thank goodness those are sea animals. Otherwise, any other animals would probably drown. Well, of course drown. Scrap Brain! Everyone remembers this one too. If you haven't seen my Genesis playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog, what the heck are you doing? This version did not come out first. Don't really need that one up. Hit the switch. Oh. Okay, don't hit the switch more than once. Scrap Brain is actually pretty easy. We're already at the end. Okay. I guess I can't visit the special stage anymore. I'll see you guys next time.